good people? It's your girl, Ashling Cole, from your favorite morning show, Shop Talk, with an important announcement. I know you've gotten used to hanging out with us on Tuesdays, but guess what? You're going to get just as used to hanging out with us on Mondays. Because that's right, we are moving to Mondays. Every single Monday, every week, that's right, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 1 p.m. Eastern, you're going to hear the most hilarious commentary. I'm talking about latest edition of the news. I'm talking about your favorites, Yolanda, Demetrius Tollfree, Ja'Cory, Michi, and me, myself, and I are going to be giving you the greatest entertainment in gospel music every Monday. So don't miss it. Set your alarms. Change it from Tuesday to Monday, effective immediately. And we will see you there right here on your favorite gospel radio station, Freedom Radio.
He has been
so good to me.
What's going on, good people? Ashling Cole here. And we have moved to Mondays. It is Monday. And I'm looking at myself. See, I can see what y'all see. You know how, ladies, you know how you have that Sunday good hair? You know, you go to church on Sunday and your hair is snatched. You done got it done, all that stuff, and you done sweated it out during praise and worship. And then Monday morning, your hair don't want to act right. Yeah, that's the kind of hair that I have this morning. Oh my goodness. Well, I am just excited to be on here today. It might just be me, myself, and I. It might. I'm just gonna tell y'all the truth. Is that all right? I'm just gonna tell you the truth that it just might be me, myself, and I. And look, don't be mad because D Toll used to do it by himself all the time. He did. He used to do it by himself all the time. And so I'm not mad today. I'm not mad today. It would be nice if I had like a little company. Let's see if I can get some little background music. Hey, just enough to set the atmosphere. That's it. Let's see. Ashley Monet is tuned in. What's going on? Faithful. Ashley she has become faithful to Freedom Radio and Shop Talk. So I appreciate you so much. Lucretia, what's going on, sister? I need to come see about you. I really, really do. I need to come see about you. You ain't but an hour away. So I don't have any excuses. I don't know about you, but I certainly don't have any excuses. So anyway, if you are just joining us, this is Shop Talk, your favorite morning show right here on Freedom Radio. In fact, we are exclusive to Freedom Radio. My name is Ashling Cole. You might know me. You might not know me. But, I'm excited to be here. And tell a friend. Dito has this whole opening monologue that I don't do. But because I know if I do the monologue, he's going to do a break-in. And then he's going to try to do it himself or do it the right way. I can only do me. Amen. So, so in his absence, he would say, go tell your mama now, Ray now, Shay now, and Lil Nuck and them, go tell Pojo and them, let them all know that Shop Talk is on right here on Freedom Radio. He used to do this thing too. I can't remember what he used to do, but he used to do the put your head out the car window. I don't know what he used to do, but anyway, Shop Talk is that good morning talk, that barber shop, the beauty shop, the donut shop, which I don't go to anymore because I'm trying to be snatched. Okay, I'm trying to be snatched. I'm trying to have my waist snatched. I'm trying to like work on this Irish neck. Y'all don't know nothing about this Irish neck. I tell you, everyone in my family has an Irish neck, including my son and my daughter. We talk about it all the time. It's those genetics. I don't know. You ever look at your chin or your ears or your forehead or your feet or something? You're like, who did this come from? Check your family. I'm sure it's somebody out there that you looking like, for sure. So yeah, that's what it is. Oh, here, look. Welcome to Shop Talk, where no person or subject is off limits. And you can chat with us live on Facebook and YouTube. And you can use the hashtag like, follow, share, Freedom Radio. Absolutely. You can put your comments right here in the chat. Oh, look, we got some more people. Denisha, good to see you. Tracy J. Wilson, awesome for you to join us. Dee Felder. Dee, I almost called you this morning and gave you a link to come be a guest on here today. But I didn't want you, I didn't want to put you on the spot like that. So thank you so much for tuning in. And Rob Ellis, Pastor, excuse me, I'm sorry, hold up. Pastor Rob Ellis Jr. is in the building. Thank you so much for tuning in. My friend out there in the middle of absolutely nowhere, Texas. I think that's the name of the town. I think it's called absolutely nowhere, Texas. But it is right outside of Austin. And I just recently went and visited with them. They're doing big, 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 wonderful things out there. So if you're in the Texas area, Central Texas, outside of Austin, yeah, look him up. Look him up. I am looking down, and y'all, you have to appreciate when people have your back. You really have to appreciate when people have your back. And so I'm so excited to have, I don't know what is going on with him. I'm looking at the preview of his image. He's about to come in here and tell us a whole story. Y'all remember Pancho Romero? Pancho used to come in here and he was I couldn't get on the show because I was fighting the alligators. And then I went down the alley and I had to, I mean, he had a story, but I don't know. Michi, welcome to the stage. The amazing Demetrius Hunter. What's going on, Meech?
Good morning and hallelujah morning, everybody out there in Freedom Radio Land. Welcome to the only show for the people by the people, where everyone is no subject is off limits. Call your mama them, your granny them, nook and them. Go ahead and connect those cans and put that string and go ahead and do a shout out. Let them know that Freedom Radio is on the air and we are live. Listen, I'm not here for a long time, but I definitely here for a great time. So, I have some meetings I have to get to today, y'all. God, thank you, Jesus. I'm about to get emotional right there. But, I got some meetings to go through today as I'm getting ready to transition out of my current position into my new one. Ain't God doing things?
Oh,
listen.
Okay. You want to tell us a little more about that? Or
listen, sometimes one thing I've learned in this season is sometimes it's better to just move in silence and prayer.
Come on, you saying something there. Come on now. You really saying something.
The first Sunday in September, my pastor, Bishop Allen, prophesied over the house. The church service was real heavy, and he was just talking about, new things, newness. We're getting ready to walk into our new season. New things getting ready to happen, new jobs, new financial increase, the different things. And I'm going, new job. I was like, oh, new job. Okay, wait a minute. It's kind of where I'm kind of focusing at. So a few days later, they sent out a mass email saying they have 2 positions to fill. One of them was PCC, which is administrative assistant to one of the surgeons here with Emory. I said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and give it a go. So I sent my resume, forwarded my resume over to them. They then, a few days later, responded. Set me up for an interview that next week, the first interview.
Okay.
They did tell me there was going to be a 3-interview process. You have to you have to make it to each round. So I went through the first round. The next week they got a call. Okay, you want to meet with? So now I have to meet with the manager and a supervisor. Okay, and now the surgeon wants to also join in on the interview, and then they'll make their decision from there.
Wow. So
I was like, okay. So I'm like, okay, going through this process. I'm going through this process, and I'm like, for a moment I was like, I don't think I'm gonna get it. I'm like, do I really think I'm gonna get it? Like, for a minute I was kind of like, wasn't really sure how this was gonna go. But I remembered what my pastor said. And I remember that faith without works is dead.
Come on.
And I learned in that moment that even had I just at any moment just kind of like allowed myself to fall into a space where I'm not like, you know, like, okay, you know, it is what it is, you know, whatever happens, happens. But this particular time, Ashton, I had faith. I'm like, God, I want this. And the reason why I wanted this was because a few months back, I was talking to my supervisor doing our monthly one-on-one meeting. And I told her, I was like, you know what? I really want to go back into the clinic. I said, but the only clinic I would go into would be our closest clinic, which is literally like a 8 to 9 minute drive from my house. It's a brand new building. It's nice, you know. I'm like, gosh, I really want to go back there.
Look, hold on. I'm cracking up because I was like, I know I told y'all Michi was going to tell a story. I'm like, we 13 minutes into the show and Michi telling us about the size of the building, how many stories it is.
Now, I ain't told you how many stories it is. It's about 8 stories.
Many,
though, since you asked. Since you asked, about 8 or 9 stories. But long story short, I ended up getting a job.
That's awesome.
Going through the process, which was very long process.
Absolutely.
Literally just got the call on Friday morning. But here's the thing. Y'all gotta, this is why we gotta learn to listen and do what God said. God told me to reach out to 2 particular people in order to make a certain financial contribution. For a certain purpose. I didn't want to make it public. I didn't want to be seen like, you know, everyone know, oh, you know, he did X, Y, and Z for X, Y, and Z. I just specifically followed the instruction of what God told me. Reached out to those 2 people in a message, told them what I was going to do, met up with them this last week, Thursday night, did what I needed to do.
Wow.
And literally that Friday morning, I hadn't even started work.
Wow.
HR called me and made the offer.
Wow. That's awesome.
So many times we want from God, but we don't want to give.
Come on. Woo.
And
come on.
During Aftershock, the movement, Pastor Daniel Latimer and Overseer Deshaun Wilson, messages were different, but both messages kind of circled around us learning to be the giver.
That's right.
And even on Sunday, my pastor preached a message that kind of circled around them being the giver. And oftentimes, and both Pastor Daniel Latimer and my pastor both said, when was the last time you went to somebody at church and said, hey, how you doing? You okay? Do you need anything? When was the last time we did that?
That's good.
And I'm finding in this season, so many times we pray, Lord, make me the lender and not the borrower.
Come on.
And so when God sets you up to be the lender and you walk away.
You got to lend. You got to lend.
Come on,
when
somebody.
you become the lender, you have to lend.
Come on, somebody.
That's the lender. It's an action word. That is an action word. It requires action. You talking good, Michi, because that is so good. Lord, bless me to be a blessing. Okay, blessing. It's an action word, right? We don't say, bless me just so I'm blessed.
Right.
Maybe some people say that. For the most part, we say, bless me to be a blessing. Blessing. Right. It is an action word. And you've got to put that into action. That's so good.
Exactly.
That's so good. Because the thing about it is, in God's kingdom, nothing is stagnant. Nothing ever stays the same. There's always movement. It's the process, like you're saying. Something is created. It goes into the environment it's supposed to be in. It grows. It thrives. It moves on to the next thing, right? And so this movement, this action is how the kingdom works. But you standing still, and stagnant, wondering why God is not talking to you. Because and my question is, you won't listen. And did you carry out the last assignment that God gave you? If you didn't carry out the last assignment that God gave you, why would he give you another assignment? You sitting up here asking him for another assignment, but you didn't even do the first one or the second one or the last one that he gave you. Right? And just sat around, but he's going to send me a boat. The boat is here. Maybe it was a rowboat and it wasn't a cruise ship, but you're waiting on the wrong thing. So that was good. Well, congratulations, Beach. I'm so happy for you. That is awesome. And thank you so much for jumping on and joining us. I want to give another shout out to Leah Marie. What's going on, sister? I miss you, man. I do. I miss you. She has a new project out. Y'all want to go out and get it. Look it up on everywhere. What you mean when?
When that came out, y'all gotta be look. I'll be bad with Facebook, y'all. Somehow I'll go on there and post and don't read no news feeds.
Wow, that's like the sticking move. That's what I call it. That's the social media sticking move. You jump on there, you post something, and then you dip. You don't even follow up to see who liked it or commented or nothing. You stick and move.
I mean, because sometimes it be for some reason for a minute it was just like newsfeed was just like death.
Yes,
and
you're telling the truth.
And the thing with me is, with me, you know, still getting comfort in that fact that my father's passed away, even though it's been 5 years. I'm, still dealing with that. And his birthday month, and this is the month where September is his birthday, and also the time when he passed away. So, kind of in that moment, I kind of just try to stay away from all the death stuff. Kind of just continue to internalize my own. I know
that's right.
My own internal emotions and stuff like that. So, I've done those things. I've done my therapist check-in. Therapy works, people.
Come on, Jesus and therapy. Come on, we ain't playing with this thing.
I ain't trying to knock nobody's pastor, nobody's leaders. I believe in going to my pastor for prayer. But if I need counseling or something like that, I want to go to a licensed, trained professional. My pastor actually is, but when you have to understand, our pastors are biblically and theologically trained. They didn't take any, I don't know if they do psychiatric classes and different things like that. It's a whole process when you want to become a counselor and a psychiatrist or a therapist of any kind of sort. So that's why those professionals are there. Please.
That's
people,
right.
In this new season, because I even our young people, parents, stop being afraid to take your kids. I've just seen one of my friends' cousins committed suicide over the weekend. 16 years old. 16.
Jesus.
And it wasn't a dumb kid, very smart kid. 16 years old, very advanced, very intelligent.
Wow.
Had a wonderful personality just as a child. And it's like, wait, where did this go? What happened?
Wow.
What happened? And definitely, y'all, we have to tap into these available resources. They're not just there just to get money. Now, there are some bad ones, I'm not gonna lie, but there's some great therapists out there that can really help. And we definitely want to, I take my therapist and I love it.
That's right.
I know how to pray.
Come on.
God. But
come on. That is true. That is true. Well, look, we have another break-in. This is my best friend, y'all. He stays on four wheels. He's either on his two legs or he's on four wheels. I don't know if he sleeps. I've never seen him sleep. So I don't know if he actually sleeps or if he just continually runs the streets. I don't know. Somebody probably, his mama will know. I'm gonna ask Yolanda. I'm gonna ask his mama, does he sleep? Y'all, please welcome to the stage my best friend, Ja'Cory Prothro. What's going on, Ja'Cory?
Praise the Lord, everyone. Yesterday was a whole day and a half. But I'm at work. Yeah, I'm at work.
You look like you're in a police car. What in the world?
Yeah, I'm at work trying to make some coins so that I can fund this dream and vision that the Lord has given me.
Come on, dream and vision.
I got work to do, so yeah. But I don't really have a voice, but I just wanted to get on here and say hello. I love you guys so much. And I enjoyed being with you yesterday.
Well, let me just tell you, hold on, I gotta take this banner off. I'm learning how to do this. I'm learning how to do this branding here stuff. So y'all pray for me while I figure this thing out, because I see that Ja'Cory's face is blocked. There we go. Praise God. Praise God.
That part.
So look, I want to take a minute and talk about yesterday, actually this whole weekend, Ja'Cory, while you're on. So those of you, Bay Area, if you were in the building yesterday, we had the one and only amazing Mr. Fred Hammond, Uncle Fred, as he said. But we got a chance to be in the building with him yesterday while he ministered in support of NAMI, who is an advocate for mental illness here in the Bay Area and beyond. And Ja'Cory and I both work for the company, and we just are, I mean, when I tell you that Gigi Crowder, shout out to Gigi, she gets things done. Let me tell you, she is somebody that she talks big, but she also results big. Okay. She's not somebody that's just a bunch of gas and said, oh, well, we should. No. She will state it and she will get it done. And so shout out to her, who absolutely had a successful and wonderful event this weekend. There was a workshop Saturday, and then Fred did a concert yesterday. And Ja'Cory, talk to me about what that experience was like, because I saw you, leading a song, and then I saw you moving the microphone stand, and then I saw you have to move the pulpit stand, and then I saw you seating people, and I saw you. Come on, Ja'Cory, talk about that experience.
Wait a minute.
At the end,
stage manager.
At the end of the day,
right.
the job of actually being a Christian is to be a servant. And my thing is, at the end of the day, I don't only serve with my vocals. I just like to make people feel comfortable, and I'm trying to be like God. We're supposed to be mirror reflections. So at the end of the day, if you see me ministering, I need to carry it out with my other actions as well.
That's right.
But I did teach a class, and basically what I taught on was that the worship team, the choir, you are actually filling prescriptions as you worship God, as we're commanded to worship Him. You're filling the prescription of people with anxiety, people dealing with grief, as you minister in church. So we look over what we do as being something, I think we just look over the music ministry and the music portions of church, and we forget that you really are here to do something that's very, very important.
That's right.
And then the worship team sung at the concert. So it was, I've followed Fred Hammond since I was a kid, and it was just amazing just to be a part.
Absolutely. It was amazing to me. It was really amazing. I mean, we had from the babies coming out there to do the praise dance, to the old school quartet that only had 3 people. It was like, and everything in between. So it was absolutely awesome. Ja'Cory, while you're on here, I do want to do a break-in of the video, because he does mention you by name. And so I want to, if we could just take a minute, y'all, to just listen at this.
I got on my seatbelt on because we about to go on for a ride. Do you hear me? The ride of your life. This Saturday, October 7th, we're going to be at the Paramount Theater, Oakland, the historic, legendary Paramount Theater in my city of Oakland for my Hoodish and Holy Comedy Tour, and we already got over 1,500 ticket sales. Where is your tickets? Y'all, it's about to go crazy. My little bro Ja'Cory and my sister Ash is about to let y'all know you need to go on Ticketmaster.com and get your tickets and be at the Hoodish and Holy Comedy Tour for the red carpet experience, 2 DJs, live band, opening comedians, popping out the audience. We don't know what to expect at J-Red show, but it's going to be crazy. It's going to be my biggest and funniest show ever, and you're going to get some Jesus. Hoodish and Holy Comedy Tour this Saturday, October 7th. Ticketmaster.com, Paramount Theater, Oakland. I'll see y'all there. We having a Hoodish and Holy birthday party. That's right. I'm celebrating my 45th. I'll holler soon. Peace.
Absolutely. So look, we definitely want to support J-Red. He is like literally the one and only J-Red. We absolutely love him. And let's see, it's not letting me share my screen to show this flyer, but you can go to, that's really interesting.
Oh, you learning that thing over there, huh?
That's really interesting. I don't know why it's not, it's not letting me It's not letting me show the flyer. If Dito was here, he would be able to do it. Amen. He would be able to do it. If he was here, he would definitely know how to do it. So, you can go to Ticketmaster.com. I'm looking right at the flyer right here, but I can't figure out how to share it. Let's see.
You know, I like
Nope.
you got the little music playing. Is that you doing
Let's
that?
see. That is me. Can you see? Oh no, it won't let me. No, it's locked. Okay, so we will post this. I do have the little music playing. Isn't that cute? That's cute.
No,
And I had
but
a little,
before you
I had a
even
little
go,
flavor.
let me say that while Fred Hammond was doing his teaching, he made someone sit on the keys and just begin to create strings and things of that nature because it actually does something to reduce stress.
That's
So-
good. That's good. In the opposites, that if you play music that is anxious or has, hateful messages in it, you're going to wonder why you're in a bad mood all the time. It might be what you're listening to. I'm just saying. So anyway, this coming Saturday, October 7th, 8 p.m. showtime, doors open at 7, is J Red's 45th birthday celebration. The Hoodish and Holy Comedy Tour at the amazing Paramount Theater this coming Saturday. You can get your tickets at Ticketmaster.com and more information at JRed Live. That's JREDLIVE.org. And we absolutely love him here in the Bay. Absolutely. So, well, good. I know you're at work, and so I know you can't stay on here. And I'm just like, well, I guess I'm going to be in here by myself. It's going to be me and my listeners today. Do you have any birthdays that you want to mention this week?
Oh,
No, it's quite all right. Today is Mandisa's birthday. You know Mandisa? Yes, absolutely. So Mandisa, I don't know if you don't know who she is. She is a gospel and contemporary Christian singer who finished in 9th place in the 5th season of American Idol. Her album Overcomer won a Grammy Award in 2014. Yep. So she definitely did that. She's 47 today. Let's see who else. Oh, today, I don't know how Christians feel about this, but today would have been Mahatma Gandhi's birthday. Okay. All right. Mahatma Gandhi, do you know that he was born in 1869? Not 1969, 1869. He passed away in 1948. Of course, he was a civil rights leader, and he did amazing things to just teach people how to love. Just calm down. If you haven't seen the movie, you can watch it. I think it's just called Gandhi. That was a pretty amazing movie. Today is Sting's 72nd birthday. If you know Sting, the rock pop star, he is 72. 72, y'all. That's absolutely amazing. 72. I can't even believe that. 72. Let's see who else we have on here. Some people that I don't know who they are. I'm sorry. I don't know who you are. I'm so sorry. But look, your birthday is something to be celebrated. Okay. Today is a day that God made something really special. He made you, he created you, he designed you from the ground up, and he placed in you something really, really special. So on your birthday, I just want to encourage you to get out, celebrate, look in the mirror and say, look at what God did. Look at God's creation up in here. Take a minute and just celebrate. Do something. If you don't want to do something and spend a whole lot of money, that's understandable too, because, we ain't all got millions, billions, trillions. We're working towards it, but we might not have that right now. So you don't have to do nothing that's too expensive, but, take a minute to really thank God for your life, for your health, for your strength, for the things that you do have, right? Don't focus so much on the things that you don't have. Focus on what you do have and find an attitude of gratitude on this day. Happy birthday from all of us here at Freedom Radio and Shop Talk. And Tracy J. Wilson, I see it's your mama's 80th birthday. Come on. Happy birthday, Mom. Definitely want to give Mom a shout out. 80. That is something. That is something. You know, I think about, I was really thinking about my parents a lot this weekend because Fred was talking about his upbringing. Fred Hammond was talking about his upbringing and, you know, the nature of his mom and dad's relationship and kind of how he grew up and the struggles and all that. It's got me really thinking about my parents. And I was like, wow, my mom has been gone 8 years. That's crazy to me that it's been 8 years. And my dad has been gone 7 years. He passed away 9 months after my mom passed. That's crazy. Yep. He died. She passed in December and he passed in August. And wow, I just miss them. You know, I miss them. And so if your parents are still here, just go give them a squeeze. If you can, if you're close by, just go, you know, knock on the door. I used to get mad at my mom for knocking on the door. She used to just show up at my house. And now I tell you, I would give whatever I could to have her just pop up on me and show up at my house. I don't know why I just got so mad at her because I think I just wanted control. And I was spoiled. You know, I'm an only child, and so I was spoiled. But I didn't know then what I know now, that I would miss her so much. So if your parents are still living, just go holler at them. You know, send them a text or call them. Calling is so much better to me than texting. But yeah, just give them a call. Go stop by and check on them. So I am, you know, we're about to probably just do a 35-minute show today because it's funny to me that, you know, that nobody is on today. It's just me, myself, and I. I went to this conference this weekend. This is what we can talk about. I went to this conference this past weekend with the amazing Rochelle T. Parks, we've been friends for about 4 or 5 years. And she is I call her she calls herself the health motivator, right? So she's like a trainer, right? She trains you on physical activity, but more so than that, she trains you and teaches you about your eating health, your dietary thing. I don't like the word dietary because it's got die and I don't like to say that. But she had her very, very first I Am the Hope conference this weekend. And when I tell you, it was absolutely amazing. It gave me so very much to think about, so much to process. Do y'all go to conferences? Do you ever just go to a conference? Like you see somebody post a conference and they're doing, it's either whatever it could be about. Do y'all go to conferences? Put it in the chat. I'm looking at your comments right now. So if you go to conferences, just let me know. I love going to a good conference. I do, because you get to not only meet like-minded people, but you get to learn and go deeper into something that you might be interested, a subject that you might be interested in. And so, Ashley, sometimes, yes, it's been a while. I got you. So this was in Orlando, Florida. I don't think I've ever been to Orlando, Florida. Let me tell you, it was absolutely beautiful, staying at a all suites hotel, which was remarkable. She just did such an amazing job. And she had such a wonderful team. Shout out to Tiffany Haynes and Kiana Taylor. I mean, absolutely was all the details. You know, like Oprah says, love is in the details. They literally had all the details. I'm talking about down to the lights, the decorations, the tables, the food. Do you know that she fed us breakfast, lunch, and dinner at the conference? That doesn't happen very often. You might get a coffee and a bagel or something like that in the morning, and then you're on your own for lunch, or they might have some chips or, something minimal like that. And then you definitely on your own for dinner. But no. She fed us all 3 meals, and it was healthy and it was delicious. Everything was so good. So very well planned and very well executed. And one of the takeaways for me, because I'm somebody who likes to have coaches, like Ja'Cory was talking about when Fred Hammond came in and they were doing the workshop and he had somebody come in and just start playing the piano, right? That's a coach, right? So Fred was coaching the musicians and Fred was coaching the singers as well. And I'm a firm believer that even coaches need coaches, right? I mean, we could talk about all the greats in history. Michael Jordan only got so far until he had a specific coach. There's, Tiger Woods was somebody that got so far. And then when he changed his game because of a coach, right? Coach's training, he went to the next level. So I have several coaches and I'm a firm believer that you need a coach. If there's something that you want to accomplish and you're having a hard time getting to that next level, then find somebody who's at that next level, somebody specifically that's a trainer, right? That they say they're a trainer. You don't necessarily, you can have a mentor. You can definitely have a mentor, somebody who's doing the thing that you want to do. And you can reach out to them and say, hey, I need a mentor. I'd like a mentor. Would you mentor me? That's the process, the proper process for doing that. But as far as having a trainer, like a personal trainer, a coach, a mental or emotional or spiritual coach, that's where you really have a one-on-one relationship with someone who has gone through the process themselves and they have perfected the way of teaching it. And that's what you want. And so Rochelle T. Parks, at her very first I Am the Hope conference, she said something that I walked away, and I want to share that with you today. She said, stop asking me for lists, right? You know how you reach out to people, you're like, I just need a list of what to buy at the store. I just need a list of what to eat. I just need a list of the exercises that I'm supposed to do. I just need a list of things that I'm supposed to avoid. Look, this is what I was doing. I was waiting for other people to give me a list of what I should do. And when I didn't have the list, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do anything. I would just kind of wait and be passive about getting the results that I really did want. And so my goal for the rest of this year, now we're starting quarter 4, for those of you that, corporate America, but even though I'm not in corporate America, I definitely follow the ways of corporate America to a certain extent. And one thing that I do like is that you break the year down into quarters, right? So it's 4 quarters, much like a football game. Shout out to my football fans like I am. And so first quarter is 3 months, second quarter, 3 months, third quarter, and fourth quarter, obviously 3 months each. And so as we enter into October, we go into the fourth quarter. Now, how many of you know, even though you start the game not very strong, you can finish the game strong, right? And so when you think about the year in sort of a sports metaphor, right, that which works for me. I mean, you could find something else that works for you as well. But when you think of it in a sports metaphor, so I may have started the year off strong, right? January, I'm making my commitments. I've got my lists. I've got my hopes, my dreams, my goals. And maybe I don't have a plan. Maybe I'm just like excited about what this year is gonna. 2023. I'm about to be me, the best me in 2023, right? Whatever the catchphrase was that we all come up with something for the year. But then maybe somewhere in the middle, maybe crisis hit. Maybe you had a tragedy. Maybe you got sick. Like I just had COVID a few weeks ago, again, for the second time. I'm like, COVID again? Now? Okay. I mean, so I was down and it caused me to fall behind in school, right? And so instead of getting frustrated or discouraged, I was like, I'm about to finish strong. So I reached out to my professors and I'm like, how can I catch up, right? When there's a will, there's a way. When you have the will to do something, you will find the way, right? It's when you're kind of laxed about it and you're like, oh, it's not really a big deal. No, for me, it's a big deal. So my goal for this next 3 months, this fourth quarter, I literally went on, there's a website, I think it's 168. I think it's just 168.com. I don't know. But if you follow me on Instagram, I will be talking about it. And if you don't follow me on Instagram, that's how you follow me on Instagram. But I will be talking about that for the next week, actually for the whole rest of the year. But I've mapped out now, we have 168 hours in a week. Okay. And what are you doing with that time? When I thought about this, the very first time that this was presented to me was a few years back, the 168 method. And I was like, okay, 168 hours in a week. How do you spend the 168 hours? So I went through this whole process, this whole workshop, and I wrote out everything that I was doing. Okay, I'm talking about 8 hours. Look, I'll get a calculator right now. We about to do this right now, y'all. Y'all with me? Come on, let's get it. Okay, so you take 168, right? I'm using my calculator, and you minus, well, let's see. Okay, so 8 times 7 equals 56. Okay, so if we take 168 minus 56, just so you know, that's 8 hours of sleep every night. How many people are getting 8 hours of sleep every night? Not very many. How many hours of sleep do you get? 6? So I'm being generous here, and I'm saying 8 hours. Okay, so that leaves you with 112 hours. Okay, and then if we take away 56 hours, that would be an 8-hour job, which wouldn't even be, so we did 168 minus 56 minus, let's say 40 hours is your work week, right? You're still left with 72 hours. Okay, so let's say I want to go to the gym every day for an hour. Okay, so then let's minus 7. We still have 65 hours. Let's see, 65 hours in a week is a lot of time. What else do we do with our time? We eat. Let's say we eat an hour a day. I don't really sit down for one whole hour, like 3 times a day, but let's say we do. Let's say we spend 21 hours eating a week, right? 1 hour, 3 times a day, times 7 is 21, right? So let's minus 21. Now we still have 44 hours. So 44 hours divided by 7 is 6 hours. You mean to tell me after we've calculated your sleep, your full-time job, your food time, and your gym time, you still have 6 hours in a day left over? What are we doing with our time? What are we spending our time on? Are we at the level that we want to be professionally? Are we at the level that we want to be spiritually? Are we spending time with God in a way that's really fulfilling us? Are we watching the sermons again so that we can solidify the message that was given us on Sunday, right? Everybody's live streaming now. So even if you go into church, I'm sure it's live streamed. So you can go back to YouTube or Facebook or whatever and watch it again. Are you spending that hour? Oh, that's another 7 hours. So 7 hours in a week. So that's going to leave you with 37 hours, which would be 5 hours a day. I'm just trying to tell you, when you don't know, you don't know. When you don't know how you're spending your time, you don't know how you're spending your time. And so I want to encourage you to it took me about 2 to 3 hours to map out. And I wish I could share my screen, because I would share my screen with you all so you could see what I did. But I mapped out 168 hours. I'm talking about, I have little drop downs. I used a Google Sheet, Google Sheets. And I put in this template of the 168. And I was able to use drop downs, and you pre-name them, whatever. And so here, let's see. I have it right here because I was just looking at it, and I sent it to my coach. And okay, so let me just show you, right? Okay, so you're not going to really be able to see this, but can you see this are like the times, right? So this is the time starting from 5 a.m. all the way until my day ends at 10 p.m., right? And so I just mapped out everything. So I have productivity, I have my workouts, I have my sleep, I have my food, I have my family time. I literally mapped everything out so that I knew not only what I'm doing, but where I'm supposed to be. And now I'm working it in reverse. I got you, Rob. We can talk after this, and I'll definitely show you and send you this. Absolutely. It's such a good tool. It's such a good tool. And it didn't cost nothing. The 168 templates doesn't cost anything. So I will definitely share that with you. And so now, like today Shop Talk is in my schedule. I put it in my schedule, and I have been on track all morning. So this morning I was up at 5 a.m. Yes, I was. Did I have to go to a job? No, but I have stuff that I want to do for me. I want to get stuff done. Okay. And so I was up at 5 a.m. And then, so on my list, if I look at my list, so it's like rise and shine at 5. My first thing is hydrate and stretch. That's the first thing that I do, hydrate and stretch. So I did that. I did that until 5:30. And then 6 a.m. I have a meeting. I have a meeting that I do every morning at 6 a.m. Right. And so I did that. And then after that, I went to the gym. I took the dog out for a walk, and then I went to the gym. And then I worked out for an hour, and then I literally put it on the schedule: shower, food, take vitamins, and then I have a time of productivity, and then I'm right here on Shop Talk. And so I'm still on track. It's 10:48 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And when I'm done now with Shop Talk, my next thing is, again, hydrate and stretch. Again, I got my water, right? I love these cups, by the way. Shout out to Starbucks. We're not I'm gonna get in trouble for that, for saying their name. But anyway, I'm gonna reach out to Starbucks and try to get us a what you call it, a sponsorship, because I love. I got you, Tracy J. Wilson. I see you. I got you. Yep, I will definitely share this with you. And so when I'm done now with Shop Talk at 11 a.m., then I'm gonna hydrate and stretch again, because I did a workout this morning. So I want to give my body what it needs, right? So hydrate and stretch. And then we'll take the dog out again. And then it's time for food. Okay, it's time for food. And so I'm just excited that like I said, it took me 2 or 3 hours to map this out. And now I have my whole schedule for the whole week, 7 days, right? And so what we would call this is our fixed schedule. If I'm not traveling, I'm just at home, and I'm doing my regular schedule, this is what I follow. Now, because I travel for work, then I will have a flex schedule, right? And then I'll change that as needed. So I have my solidified fixed schedule. And then when I'm traveling, or somebody wants to go have coffee, or I have a student, or I have a meeting, or something changes, then I have a flex schedule or flexible schedule that I can change the drop downs for that time period. And then I know where I'm supposed to be, and I have a record of it. And plus, when you write it down, it's in the Bible, y'all. I'm not making this up. It's in the Bible. The word of God says in Habakkuk 2:2, write the vision, make it plain. And the language after, I always paraphrase, but basically so that when people see it, they read it, they understand it, and they can run with it. Okay. And that's the word. That's the word. Write the vision, make it plain. Right. And so I hear you, Ashley. And this is the thing, I wasn't being very productive with my time. And people will look at me and say, oh, well, she's successful. And at many levels, I am. But there's other levels that I'm not. And so I don't want to be famous in my living room, right? I don't want to be Instagram famous. I don't want to be Facebook famous. I want to be successful, like really successful. I want to really like have a bank account that reflects the gifts that God has given me. I really want to be able to change people's lives and help people and leave a legacy for my children. That's what I really want to do. And so when I'm sitting and watching TV for too many hours, or when I'm eating certain foods that I know are not going to give me energy or give me life, am I in alignment with the vision that I wrote down. No, I'm not. I'm not. And so when you have that, right, write it on tablets, right? Whatever, tablets, you could be, oops, Jesus. Oh, hello. I done did something. Hold on, y'all. Look at here. All right, see, I didn't mess up, y'all. I didn't mess up. I didn't click the button. See, devil is busy and doesn't want us to be great. Hold on, we about to get this right. I'm about to get it right, y'all. My bad. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to get my camera to start back on, but it's not. Okay, because it went to the other camera. Okay, I'm gonna be fuzzy here for a while because it didn't do the camera. Okay, but anyway, isn't that funny how that happens? So write it on tablets, could be your phone, right? It could be paper, pen and paper, which I love myself too. I love pen and paper. I'm just old school like that. So you could definitely do that. Okay, here we go. I'm about to get the crispy camera. There we go. We got the crispy camera back. So awesome, Tracy J. Yeah, absolutely. I will definitely share this and make this available to anybody. Do me a favor, send me a message. If y'all have my, my personal number, which some of you do, then just send me a text and just say 168. If you just text me and say 168, if you're part of the text squad, you can send a text. Just say 168 and I'll know what it is that you mean. And I will send you a link to the template. And y'all are inspiring me today though, because maybe I need to do a workshop. Maybe I need to Rob, I see you already. Rob just messaged me 168. Absolutely. I know Ash, you're part of the text team. Tracy, you know how to get in touch with me. Dee Dee, you know how to get in touch with me. So y'all are inspiring. I might should teach a workshop. Hold on. I love to teach. We talked about this a little while ago. You don't want to try to learn from somebody who doesn't know how to teach. Okay. So see, that's confirmation. Thank you, Ashley. I might just have to do that. I might really want to do that, is just do a 168 workshop. I might want to do that. I'm gonna pray about that, and I'm gonna get back to y'all about that. But we might want to do that, because what I don't want to see is us wasting any more time. I don't want to see us wasting any more time. When you go back to Genesis and you read, we can make it a master class. Okay. All right. I see you, Rob. Thank you for that. When you go back to Genesis and you really watch God's work ethic, right? So if we were made in his image, and God was very productive, then we should want to emulate that, right? We should want to reflect that, right? Thank you, Rob. Rob is just dropping all these ideas. Absolutely. Mastering your time. Come on, let's go. I love that. Thank you. I love mastering your time. Come on, you down with MYT? That was corny. I know it was. It's Monday, y'all. Just love me anyway. Okay, love me anyway. But God in the first, we talk about the 7 days, right? And he, on the first day he created, and he took a step back and he said, this is good, right? And the second day, then he, and I Rob, I'm sure Rob, he's a pastor. And so I'm sure he has all the list of what God did on the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. What did he do on the last day? He rested. But his productivity wasn't arrested, right? What that means is like, you can't do anything because you're trapped, right? He rested. He rested after he had accomplished all these things. He took a day of rest, right? But that doesn't mean that you can't get up and be productive the next week or the next day. Start the process all over again, right? Don't do 6 days of productivity or 1 day. Let's keep it 100. 1 day of productivity, and then we resting for 6. That's nobody on here though. I've seen people do it. I heard about it, but ain't nobody on here, right? Because we're super productive. But yeah, it's a process. You do your 7 days of productivity, and then or 6 days, you rest, and then you go on and do it again. Repeat it again. This is how the most successful people become the most successful people. I guarantee you they're not binge watching Grey's Anatomy. I only said that because I binge watch. I have in the past. I'm waiting for season 19. It won't be till next year. Y'all pray for me. But well, praise God, Ashley. I appreciate that. Come on, sowing a seed. Okay, look, y'all, don't play with me. Don't tempt me with a good time, because I love to teach, and this is a system that I'm very passionate about. So we might be onto something. Okay. All right, mastering your time. Okay, stay tuned, y'all. Stay tuned for the Ashling Cole workshop, Mastering Your Time, based on the 168 method. I love it. Okay, well, stay tuned. We might could get that going. Absolutely. So look, I'm looking up at the clock. It is about that time. It is 2 minutes until 11, or 2 minutes until 1 p.m. or 2 p.m., depending on where you are in the country. Rob, I think it's 2 minutes to 1 in the middle of nowhere, Texas. So absolutely. I hope that you all nourished yourself for lunch. I hope that you all ate something that's going to help and nurture you and not hinder you. Oh, it's 2 p.m. for you, Ash. Okay. But make sure to nourish your everything, right? We thank God for our life, our health, our strength, right? And God has supernatural powers that he exercises to keep us and protect us. But I'm here to tell you, we have work to do as well. Okay? We have work to do as well. That's what I learned from Rochelle T. Park's conference this weekend. You want lists, but what you need is information. I needed information. I was asking for a list. Give me a list of exercises. No, what you need is information on how the body works. I need to learn what's going to cause my body to thrive. Does that make sense? I needed to learn what was going to make my body thrive, right? Diet and exercise, what I eat, what I drink, what I listen to, what I read, how I move, if I stretch, if I don't stretch. Am I mapping out my week, my schedule, right? These are all things that are going to give us life, health, strength, right? This is a partnership with God. God's not up there with puppet strings. He's not. It's a partnership, right? So I want to see you all win. And I want to see you just be the best version that you can possibly be. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. So look, that is our time. I'm gonna run this commercial because look, we coming out of the hot weather, and we still have some warm weather left. So if you haven't got yourself a Freedom Radio FDR, Freedom Looks Good on You t-shirt, I want y'all to go get one, and I'll see you next time. Right? Shop Talk right here on Freedom Radio. Thank you for joining me. I'm Ashling Cole. I'll see you next time.
What's going on, good people? It's your man D-Toll from Shop Talk, here to tell you about some freedom gear that you just have to have. As you know, we already have an array of tees, hoodies, phone cases, and more that bear the FDR logo, but now we are expanding to statement tees. You can now get tees that say, "Freedom looks good on you," and another one that says, "Praise the Lord, hallelujah, I'm free." Both tees are available in a ton of colors and sizes and are available now for purchase on the FDR website and app. So either go to freedomradio.com/shop on your web browser, or open the FDR app on your iPhone or Android devices and click the FDR gear icon. On behalf of the whole team at Freedom Radio, we appreciate all of your consistent support, and we know that freedom looks good on you.